Hi, good evening guys. Once again, I am here for another video to share to you. Medyo kanang hinay akong tingog kay tulog na si Ethelfled, but I'll try to kanang make it clear. Okay, sorry, nag-burp. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for all nga nag-subscribe. I really appreciate your time watching my videos. It's like a fulfillment for me, and you inspire me to make more videos, even though kanang I'm trying to find time because I have a baby. So thank you kaayo. Okay, tonight I will be talking about how it is to have dili man ako maingon nga American husband, or a husband from a different culture, coming from a different country. So I'll be discussing the siguro combination siya sa pros and cons of having a husband that's not coming from the same culture that you have, or the same country that you have. So things that I've learned. So, dili na ko siya ma-rate, wala siya ranking, but I'll just talk about what are the things that I realized that I've learned along the process. So, first thing is, I think this is true, maybe also for couple kahit same culture, coming from same country. But here, it's very important for them, the communication. I don't know, but I grow up on na parents na ang communication nila is kanang marag dili kaayo siya clear. My mom would just kanang luumon niya iyahang kanang paminaw, or ang iyahang gusto isulti, because my father is a little bit not so open with that thing. So the communication between them is a little bit vague, and my husband would tell me that if you're angry, ing nako. If na-upset ka, ing nako. If you're frustrated, ing nako. If na-depressed ka, ing nako. At the same time, if I want to acknowledge or be thankful or grateful, but wala niya na ginasulti sa ko, I should also communicate with him, because it's a way of appreciating your partner that siguro that way. And in their culture, communication is very important, because they have this like saying na you're I think it's the word, it's like beating around the bush. Kanang dili sila ganahan og kanang magpasikot-sikot ka ba, gusto nila direct. Kanang for example, in kaniya nga, how are you? I'm good, pero imong nawong yamid kaayo. So i-treat iya tong kwaon ang imuhang word, not what your face. So you should be clear na dili ka okay. Siguro in a much better way, like I'm not feeling well, or yeah, something upset me today, I'm frustrated today. So I usually actually it's a very big adjustment for me, kay dili ko anad-ana. I'm so used on just taking in. So for him, it's like kanang open up, talk to me, tell me what you're mad at, and at the same time brag ni sila kanang saying pud nga, say what you mean what you say. Dili ka mo ingon nga okay lang kung dili ka okay. So you'd better really like, kung happy ka, if sad ka, because mapansin ako itong mga bago pa mi nakagikasal is like, how are you today? Siyempre, murag dili pa ko kaayo ganahan mag-open up. So, ningon siya nga, ay kanang, I'm okay, pero ang akong naong mugot kaayo. Tapos, wala lang sa iyaha. Dili siya mo react. Kaya ang ingon niya, don't let me guess what's in your mind. Tell me what do you mean? Okay, so, second is, you need to be independent. Kay kanang sanay sila nga men here grow up to have independent moms, sisters, kanang very na sila term nga very empowered ang women diri. So they're expecting you to be independent. Maunang murag dili sila sweet kay ang kayang murag you have to do your things. Like kailangan ko mag-drive. Pwede ko magdili pero mag-suffer ko if I want. So it's like dili sila sweet kay dili. But they're working, they're so used to working. So like me, I'm a full-time housewife, so I have to drive and do my own things. Ang term mo niya, makulong ka sa balay if dili ka makadrive. Magbus ka, pero 1 hour before mo abot ang bus. So delayed ang imuhang mga lihok. Like, and then, you have a kid. So, kanang very issue kay sila ang mga safety diri. Car seats for babies, for kids. So, if I have a car, strap lang ako sa likod, makadrive ko, makagrocery ko gakuha, makalaag ko gakuha. So, that's one thing that he really emphasizes. I want you to be very independent. So, you can do what you want. I don't care who you talk to. Unless nga, maguba daw ko sa video chat. So, ingana siya. You can talk to a man, you can talk to a person, I trust you enough, I don't care. Basta sure ko nga dili ka magbuhat og something. So, that's one thing that is so new to me kay also I grew up with my parents na medyo kanang limited ang si tatay medyo strict sa kay nanay nga moingon jud nga kanang at this time dapat na anak ka sa balay. My husband is very independent. Okay. So, yeah, kanang dili ka nila pugngan, kinahanglan ka mo gawas, and he always emphasizes you need to grow, you have to learn this, dili kay 38 ka na, mag-stop ka na mag-grow, you continue do learning things, and he's very, i-push you ganiya. At first, I deny it, it's like, kapoy naman, or 38 naman ko, but I realized as I started learning, yeah, it's really nice and fulfilling as bisag mo ingon ka nga housewife ka, but you can do a lot of things. You're being empowered kung makadrive ka, you can do your own thing. And I know this women, mga wife diri nga kanang very independent, nga Filipino na, I know they could relate, that you could move on your own, you could decide for yourself. And one thing too, they want you to decide for yourself. For example, na yung mga decision making, like, mutawag ko sa mga customer service, he wants you to have, like, usahay mo tanaw pa ko sa iya, unsa. No, you decide on your own, you tell. And then, kanang, muingon siya nga, kanang, dapat, kanang, example na ay nagkamali sa billing, sa insurance, i-push yung ganiya nga, i-fight ni mo imong right. Ako, dili bang ko sanay, kaya diba sa Pilipinas, isog kayong mga, kanang mga companies pag mo adto ka. So, may mga gina siya, no, you're the customer, you're the patient, you have to push for your right. And, dili ko sanay, ana. So, at first, it's really difficult, kanang, nag-struggle, jud ko, hala, kalisod ba, ani, basig makita akong away. But yeah, it really, it would develop your confidence, and at the same time kanang the way you deal with people, you will really learn a lot. And yeah, that's one thing that I've learned. So if you're planning to have a like partner mostly from a Western culture, you have to be very open with this kind of independence kay siguro gaselos gyapon sila, murag dili sila sweet tanawon, but on the other way around, it's more like i-push ka nila to grow more and to murag term nila spread your wings and learn what you can. It's even you become a wife, even if you become a mom, it will not stop you to be a good person, to be like to become a better person, is what I mean. So yeah, that's one thing. Kay pag-abot diri murag nanibago ko, murag I want to rest. Gusto ko sa balay lang, but I do a lot of things, bisag kanang mga ano na mo diri, kanang mga among cable connection, among like one time nag gas leak diri tapos na siya sa work, and then ako buntis ko ato, so ang akong sense of smell is very kanang ano kaayo taas. So he said go to the go outside, smell it. Ano ko naadjud naglik dugay na gid kaiyang gas meter. So ano siya, call the company. So gitawagan akong company, ura-urada gabi gi-change nila ang meter. So that's the only one thing that is really nice here, kay ang ilang customer service, if you fight for your right, dili ka nila awayon, di para sa to ang himuan pa ta nila reason. So those are the things that I am learning along the process of our marriage. Okay, so next is dapat open-minded ka. Obviously, they are very open-minded, pero my husband is a very conservative kind of person. So being open-minded is not like you go to party, you go to kanang okay lang sa imuha nga makipag-friendship sa iba. Being open-minded is more like kanang like with his work, they're very Western countries is very work kind of alang mindset nila. So my husband's shift is second shift, so he would be like working, he would be leaving the house at 1 p.m. up to 11 p.m. and he could not choose a different time kay naka-base po sa seniority, but that's the best time for him, because if he goes for the first shift, I think he must leave at around 5 a.m. So mubangon po kung sayo kayo, or kung dili man lisod gihapon, he would be home early, but we would be getting up early. And then the next shift, the very late shift, lisod po kaayo kay late siya muhawa, pero dapat matulog siya the whole day. So if I'm, as of now nga dili ko makadrive, kanang I need his help, like especially kung mga school activity ni ade nga in the morning makatabang pa siya sa kuwa, or makapalit mi kung may mga kinahanglan paliton. So I have to understand him. You have to be open-minded sa mga part ng mga schedule sa work, and then kanang wala, unfortunately he has no paternity leave, and then giubos yata niya ang iyahang murag sick leave pag anak nako, kay walay paternity leave. So nagkaroon may incoming siyang vacation leave, gi-offset namo, and at the same time gihurot yata niya yung sick leave, or I don't know, I forgot. I think he's here for 2 weeks simula at the start ng anak ko. So dili ka-complain kanang, but of course some wives will complain jud. Ako, I choose not to, because I have to understand that work niya na dili sila, unlike sa tuwa nga naatay mang freedom dira sa Philippines nga very, kung unsa tuwang kanang mo ingon lang mag-vacation ko, sa iyahang work dili ing ana. And then like ang term niya is I will not be with you during special occasions, like December 25 wala siya, but of course he will be home by 11. So December 25 makita ninyo sa mga post, kami lang ni ading mag-dinner. And then New Year's Eve, mga occasions, because his job requires like a year before, like November, mag-file na sila og vacation leave nga schedule. Dapat alam na nako kung unsa ang mga dates nga kinahanglan siya. So di ba wala kay idea what are the school activities, you'll just be guessing birthdays, holidays. And then ang holidays daghan kayo na magbid, so kinahanglan you have to understand na either mag-grant siya ahead sa holiday or after the holidays, kay may seniority process po sila. So the senior, sila tong mga kanang mahatagan. So diri man good sa ilaha, seniority is more like dili ingon kay senior ka, ikaw ang manager, dili. It's more on the years that you work with that company. That's their seniority. So, i-grant nila first tong mga seniors sa ilaha nga nauna. So, my husband has been working for his job for 30 years and I don't know kung basig na ay, because he said one time na sila ka workmate nga nag-retire at his 90s, I think. So, his name was even like put on a certain plane. So, nga na sila diri walay, you would retire at a certain age but you will not be forced kung dili ka gusto maghawa sa work. So, they're very work-oriented and that's one thing na kinahanglan open-minded ka. And I've talked to some girls nga naga-communicate nga at nga lisod, dili nila masabtan. That's one thing that it took us 11 years for me to understand. Kay before, abi na ko, so man siya, uy, murag walay time, basi ginatik-atik lang ko niya, kay, pero may busy, walay time, murag, naaman to sila internet dito, nga nung dili, man siya ka-chat sa ko, per me. And then, of course, the time difference, that's a very big adjustment for if you're still kanang naaka dito sa Pilipinas, ug naa siya sa ilahang lugar. And that's one thing that why I choose to just go here and get married kaysa mag-spousal visa mi nga mo process na pod mi dito sa Pilipinas, and it will take I don't know how many months or basig mag-take og years kay as I understand the one that's serving on the military of the US are very lucky kay ginahatagan sila og special kanang attention, unlike sa mga dili naga-serve sa kanang military, walay ibang consideration sa mua. So that's one thing, you have to be open-minded with that thing na kinahanglan, if you want to work, you have to adjust with that, and if you want to be a full-time housewife like I'm doing, I also have to be open-minded with this schedule. Dili kay mo reklamo ko kay nga. But yeah, here actually women could really magreklamo. That's why they end up with usually divorce, because my husband would say na usahay daw mga bandering mo ingon nga wala na kay time sa kuha. So bisag good provider siya, kung ang girl dili na satisfied sa yang time, they would really end up really in a divorce. So I think that's also one thing that kanang mga men nga gapangita og Filipina wife, they're hoping that our culture will somehow understand the way that mag-meet halfway ba nga. We know that we married this guy na mauna niyang lifestyle, mauna ilhang culture, at least mas malleable ta sa adjustment compared sa murag very empowered na mga women nila diri.